My name is Josh Moreau and I love J Ross TV.
What's up, y'all? This your boy J Ross hanging out with my cat, bass man extraordinaire, Josh Moreau, y'all. He in town, hitting with Katy Perry tomorrow night, y'all. And Josh, we just been kicking it up all afternoon, man. But hey, Josh, like, you've been playing for Katy for a while, man. What are some of the criteria that you look for when you bring musicians in to help support?
You mean for Katy's band?
Yeah, for Katy's band.
Well, definitely there's the musicianship. I mean, they've got to be able to play her music properly, and you know, we spend a lot of time together on the road, so people that we connect with personality-wise, and there's definitely an aesthetic, so
Yeah.
people that have the look that Katy's going for.
So growing up, Josh, did you always know you wanted to play bass or be a musician?
Not always, probably like my early teens, I started taking it pretty seriously and knew that I wanted to pursue a career in music, but didn't really grow up in a musical family necessarily. And I kind of discovered it on my own, and with the help of some friends and some family a little bit.
So like now when you started taking it serious back in the day, did you have to sacrifice like playing football and basketball or soccer and stuff in order to practice to get better?
Yeah, I spent a lot of time shedding in my bedroom and not partying, not going out, but that's what I wanted to do, so it didn't really feel like much of a sacrifice.
Now what did you shed to? Anything in particular? You just tried to learn how to play everything?
Early on, it was mostly like alternative music, you know. Most of my inspiration came from what was on like MTV in the late 80s, early 90s, so I was exposed to a lot of those bands, and it wasn't until I started meeting other musicians like in high school that I really didn't stretch out a ton. I was into like punk and rock and new wave and stuff like that, but then I met some people at school that had a little, you know, more eclectic taste and turned me on to a lot of stuff. A buddy of mine in particular, whose father was a bass player, was into a lot of jazz, and you know, introduced me to like, you know, all the, you know, real players like Marcus and Victor Wooten, and then looking at like bass player magazines, I started discovering new guys.
So like in doing that now, did you find it important to learn how to read, or do you think cats that play with feel they can handle like specific jobs, but what about like jobs like playing for like TV shows and all that where you have to know how to read?
Oh, well that's kind of, that's a lot of musicians' dream job, is to get on a TV gig, and I think that's absolutely like vital for that scenario. You know, I've never had much of a house band sort of situation per se, but my reading's very limited. I decided kind of like my senior year of high school to like get into jazz band and like symphony orchestra and try to learn, but that was kind of short-lived for me, so my reading isn't awesome. But for TV stuff, yeah, you gotta know how to read.
Once
so
again,
if that's what you really want to do, you know, and I think most of us that are on the road and are considering like life as a musician off the road, you know, we know that's kind of something that we're gonna have to like sort out before we try to jump in.
Once again, y'all, we hanging out in St. Louis with my cat Josh Moreau, y'all, bass player extraordinaire in town, hitting with Katy Perry, y'all. Y'all know it when you see him yell, Josh, Josh. Hey, Josh, last question, man, before I let you roll, because I know you got to catch that Uber. Hey, so what you want to do, like, after this, man? What do you see yourself finally doing at the end?
I think I'd like to get more into like the creative side of music.
What do you mean by that creative side?
Like writing. I mean,
okay.
The road is awesome, but can be a little, you know, grueling sometimes, and might not be the most sustainable situation if you want to start a family, or you know. So I think that would be an option, but I do love touring, and I hope to keep playing with Katy, and if not with her, like there's a lot of other bands that I can see myself like really enjoy touring with.
All right, well, the final question. You talking about relationships. Is it hard to maintain a relationship when you're on the road like that?
Yeah, I think it's very hard. To be totally honest, I haven't really tried anything serious while I've been on the road because it seems very challenging. But you know, I see that some people make it work out. I think it's harder for most people, but
well, everybody I know divorced, so
yeah.
Hey, y'all, we gonna let it roll. Josh got to get that over, man. This your boy, Jay Ross. We in St. Louis. We 10 billion strong. We gone. Peace.